Hi, my name is Mimi and I'm from Germany and I'm a summer volunteer here at PAX Lodge.
Hi, I'm Holly. I'm from the USA and I'm the Marketing and Communications intern here at PAX Lodge.
Hi, I'm Anita and I'm the Chief Executive at WAGS.
What have you been doing over the last 2 months?
So the main thing I've been doing over the last 2 months is getting to know all the people in WAGS, meeting them, getting to know what it is we actually do, but also connecting with the member organisations. So I've gone to visit Girl Scouting USA, I've met with Girl Guiding UK, and I have telephone calls with some of the other member organisations. So trying to find out what we do, who we are, and connect with our member organisations, because I think one of the things I've heard very clearly is that member organisations want to feel and hear more from WAGS.
Hi Anita, I'm Francesca, I'm from England and I'm a volunteer here at Sangam. I want to know what the most interesting facts that you've learned in your past 2 months and what would you like to learn more about?
Well, the quirky fact that I learned about was I thought that it was Olaf Baden-Powell who first set up Girl Guiding, but in fact it was Agnes Baden-Powell who did that, so that was my quirky historical fact that I learned. But I suppose the thing that I'm asking everybody, and you too would be good people to ask, is what is it that's so special about Girl Guiding and Girl Scouting to you? Because I obviously have to do lots of management, leadership things, but I need to make sure that I'm connecting with what it is that actually brings it to life for individual girls, young women, and then ultimately adult leaders as well. So that's the question I keep asking people.
You could visit every country in the world. Which one would you visit and why?
So I've worked for international organisations for a while, so I've travelled quite a lot, but one of the countries I've never been to is India. And I would love to go there, and happily we have one of our biggest member organisations there, and I'd love to meet them and the girls involved. We also have a World Centre in India, and I'd love to go there, and the pool's being rebuilt, so I keep saying I'm going to come for a dip. So there's a reason why WAG's work would take me to India, and you know, at the home front my husband loves curries, so there's another reason for me to go.
What is your biggest role model and how come?
You know, I've had different role models over time, and I think the people who probably inspire me now in terms of what I do are people like Aung San Suu Kyi, or here in the UK, Shami Chakrabarti, people who actually do in quite a personal and principled way stand for the changes that they want to see in the world, although they've made sacrifices, Aung San Suu Kyi in particular, that I might not make myself, but I admire the ones that she's made.
What did you want to be when you were a little girl?
I wanted to be a cowgirl. I had the hat, I had the boot, I had the shirts. My favourite musical was Annie Get Your Gun, and Annie Oakley was my role model when I was younger, and that's what comes of growing up in the Canadian prairies. I wanted to be a cowgirl.
And what was your favorite movie and why?
Again, this changes over time, and I think the favourite family movie we have right now is Grown Ups, which is, you know, a story about 5 guys who get together in adult life when the coach of their basketball team dies, and they kind of rediscover each other. And I think I like it. It's funny, but it's also about kind of remembering the things that were special when you were a child. And my kids love it because it has a lot of goofy humour in it. There's a few adult moments that they don't quite understand yet, but it's a nice fun movie to watch as a family.
What traits does a WAG CEO need?
Well, so I'll tell you the story first of all when I was applying for the job, and that's the question I asked the headhunters. And they said all the normal stuff that they say, but then they ended up by saying they want somebody who is equally comfortable at the United Nations and in a campground. And I said, I work for a UN agency, which I did back then. I love camping. I said, I'm your woman. But something more seriously, I think fundamentally you need to have a commitment to the movement and to the empowerment of girls and young women, because that will then guide all the other decisions you make. I think an ability to be clear in thinking, to be able to communicate, to be able to connect, and to be able to take people with you, I think are probably some of the most important qualities.